The UFC train continues this weekend with UFC Long Island on Saturday evening. The main event is a featherweight fight between Ortega and Yair Rodriguez, which might determine who will challenge Alexander Volkanovski for the 145-pound title. While that fight is getting all of the attention, the remainder of the program is packed with fascinating and/or meaningful matches from several divisions. Let's take a look at the finest ones to bet on. All odds are provided by our pals at DraftKings Sportsbook, as is customary. Straight bets. Yair Rodriguez plus 155. I'm going to be honest with you, this bet is as much about my dislike of Ortega as it is about my belief in Rodriguez. Ortega is the most difficult kind of fighter for me to assess because in practically every single one of his fights, he loses the majority of the bout before pulling off an epic comeback. I continue to be surprised when he does it because it simply shouldn't happen with the regularity that it does. Ortega's striking defense relies heavily on having a great chin, and his offense can oftentimes seem listless up until he becomes the most predatory damn grappler in the sport. Given that, I always believe he's going to lose, and this time is no different. Rodriguez is the better and more diverse striker, and it seems like he's finally developing into the fighter everyone projected he would become. I won't be at all shocked if Ortega goes full Ortega and snatches victory from the jaws of defeat. But at underdog odds, give me El Pantera. Ricky Simon, plus 145. This was one of the easiest bets on the card for me to make. I think Jack Shore is an excellent prospect, and I put a lot of stock in being undefeated. Not knowing how to lose honestly counts for a lot in MMA. But he in no way should be this big of a favorite. This is the definition of a 50-50 fight. Both men push a high pace, both men chain wrestle and can grapple their asses off, and both men appear to still have their best years in front of them. I honestly don't know who will win this one, but at these odds, the value is on Simon. Herbert Burns, plus 170. This is another value bet. God love Bill Algeo, but he really shouldn't be a minus 200 favorite over someone as talented as Burns. Algeo is certainly the better striker of the two, and if he can keep this fight standing, he will very likely win. That's a huge if for a man who's given up 22 takedowns in 5 fights inside the UFC. Yes, Algeo is pretty tough to hold down, but Burns is an accomplished BJJ player and a serious threat once it hits the mat. And since Algeo also has 6 career losses by submission, there's some value in this line.